Okay, this video is for AT&T and Samsung. I'm having tons of problems here. Well, two major problems specifically with my Samsung Note 4. It's a $825 phone, so to say that it's an affordable phone is not correct at all. It's extremely expensive, and I feel for that kind of money, it ought to work fantastic, and frankly, it doesn't. I have had AT&T replace it twice, so this is now my third Note 4. I have mailed it back to Samsung twice. The first time they sent it back saying that it was locked and that they couldn't work on it, so I had to unlock it, send it back to them. They then sent it back to me saying that there was nothing wrong with the telephone. They did not even so much as give me the courtesy of a telephone call to ask what was wrong with the thing or how to get it to act up. So I'm shooting a little video here just to show the folks at AT&T and Samsung that this thing does not work, and we'll have a look at it here. So a lot of times it has about a 5-second delay or so. I go to turn on the telephone and the thing just will not turn on in a respectable amount of time, which is very frustrating because I use it for work all day, every day. So I'm literally turning the phone on probably 150 times a day. And so for it to wait 5 seconds for the screen to populate is just not reasonable. So let's do it right now and just see if I can get the thing to do it, okay? Okay, so it populated that time a little quicker than normal. We'll do it a few more times here. Okay, so here we go again to see how quickly the screen populates. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Hey, there it comes. Imagine if it did that to you 50 plus times in a day. Pretty annoying. The other problem I'm having with the phone is that when I tap on call forwarding, it brings up all of the call forwarding settings. It says reading settings. See that? Reading settings. And we're going to try and turn the forwarder on. And sometimes it can very well take 5, sometimes 10 minutes to get the forwarder to actually work properly. See, still says reading settings. I have to turn my forwarder on and off and change it from different people, all throughout the day for work. If I leave the office, I have to turn the forwarder and change it. Go to lunch, I have to change it. Anything, I have to change my forwarder. And so the ability for the forwarder to be able to work right is really important. And you can see here, still says reading settings. We've been trying to change the forwarder now for, I don't know how long you think, maybe 30, 40 seconds. And it's probably fixing to give us some horse crap error here in just a second. So still waiting. Imagine if you had to do this, maybe a dozen times a day, between waiting on it for populating this forwarder page and waiting for it to populate the screen. I don't know, I probably spend 20 minutes out of every day waiting on this piece of crap Samsung Note 4 to do what it's supposed to do and won't. So you can see there still says reading settings. Sometimes I'll restart the phone. Oh, here we go. Network or SIM card error. I told Samsung about this and AT&T about this. AT&T couldn't do anything. They said to send the phone back to Samsung, so I did. They apparently couldn't get it to do this, to give them the same problem. And as I said, they didn't even do so much as to call me and say, Mr. Gilmore, we can't get the phone to work. So now that we're at this screen, let's tap on forward when busy. Let me type in my brother's telephone number. Okay, typed in the number, hit turn on, and we'll see what we got here. Updating settings. Still says updating settings. So come on, phone. $825 phone, and this is the crap that I get. For $825, your phone, it has to be absolutely perfect. This is not a $200 or $300 telephone. This thing costs more than most people make in a week. So for it to do this crap right here and do it all day long, every day, for AT&T to fail to fix it and Samsung to fail to fix it, is bull. Here we go again. Network or SIM card error. So now let's restart the phone. Let's see if we can get it to work properly after we restart the phone. Restart. Go through the restart process. and it probably won't work right even after we do this. I'm trying to change the forwarder from one person's telephone number over to another, which as I said, I have to do all day long every day. Okay, let's bring everything back up. There's my daughter. Home page. Let's swipe. Let's go into our phone app. Click on settings, call settings, more settings, call forwarding. Okay, and it appears it's going to work this time. Hallelujah. Okay, so let's see if we can change the number here. 901. Okay, there we go. Whoops, I clicked turn off, my bad. I'll go back and do it again. Update. Here we go. Okay, and the forwarder is now working right, and it's allowing me to change the forwarder. Sadly, I'm probably going to need to change the forwarder again. Matter of fact, I know I will in about 2 hours when I go to lunch. And the chances of it giving me the same mess all over again and having to restart the phone and all of this is highly likely. So this is just completely unacceptable out of a $825 telephone. So I'm not sending the thing back in to Samsung for a third time. I don't want a fourth phone replacement from AT&T. I want the thing. I want a different telephone. We've wasted, only God knows, through all of the master restarts, maybe 20-30 hours of my time at this point trying to get this phone to work properly, and it does not work properly. So I don't want this Note 4 anymore. Not taking a fourth phone. I'm not sending it back to Samsung for a third time. I want you guys to send me a comparable telephone. Go Charlie. A comparable telephone that works properly, and if you don't, I'm going to go down to Verizon. I'm going to get the best LG or Apple phone that they've got. I'm going to quit paying your bill with AT&T. I'll port the number over to Verizon, and this 16-year customer of AT&T will be gone. In the event that you guys proceed to ruin my credit because I've quit paying my bill, I'll sue the local AT&T store. I have sued about 6 or 7 people at this point in small claims court and won them all. Don't think that I'm kidding. I'm completely serious. I do not want this piece of crap any longer.